Jets coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gonna run, no we don't.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. It's a short kick here. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And a great return. Yard line. So a teammate.
You want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day.
Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Cook running right, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Hey, Award 33.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Stephen Weatherly. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this open point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 52.
Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Yeah, he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41.
Hey, 47.
Prescott from the gun. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he gets it down to the 32. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Watch safety creep. Watch safety. We're going to 54. Why is?
Prescott on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
55. They can't hang with us.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another.
Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Right there, 54 Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 4, check 4. We're going to 53. Check. Whip. Watch the whip. Jim. We're going to 54. Why is? There you go. 26.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here we go. 54. Here we go, D. Here I come. 26.
Now Elliott. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him.
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
X3. 218. Jump. Hurry. Go now. 54.
Mayfield. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards that time for number 19.
19 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Point it right.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. The first run for the backup, Abdullah. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch will get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas, en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. Going on the ground with Madison. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and they'll get him down right around the 16. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield down. This is a screen to Abdullah.
Got you, boy.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. On now, the former Cowboy kicker, Dan Bailey. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Silver.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott, escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He's going to throw one up for a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check. Watch 54. Bring it. Real. Run. Check, hot.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The drive starts with a completion, left side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Shit. Here we go, 47. Shit. Truck.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Let's get off the field. Check. Kill. That's it.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Everson Griffin able to record his 5th sack of the season.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Quit talking about it.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
180.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Mike. 180. He's coming.
They'll run with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. He's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded at the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. They run with Abdullah. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this third quarter. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 38, Mayfield. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Anthony Brown there on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. To throw, Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Back to the ground now. Here's Abdullah. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Bailey's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2nd down and goal. Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Stephen Weatherly able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
46. 54 is Mike.
4th down, Prescott. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 1st down, it's Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, we'll likely put an end to this thing. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Mayfield. A deep ball for Dotson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. To throw on 2nd and 10, Prescott Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the...
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe. Now Mayfield lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it was their